Hello, so good to see you. I wanted to come in here today to share a really important distinction, something that I think is such a powerful shift, especially for women. And I really am excited to share this with you today. So I want you to think about a time where things didn't work out the way that you hoped they would. Perhaps you put out an offer and nobody really took you up on it, or you went for, a job opportunity and you didn't get it, or you know, applied for some sort of speaking opportunity and they didn't select you, whatever it is, something that you did, that you put yourself out there and that you didn't get the results or the outcome that you hoped for. And I want you to think about, what is it that you said to yourself? How did you feel? And what were the thoughts that you were thinking about that situation? Because chances are 80% of women will create a shame-based meaning out of that circumstance. And what that means is they will look at that circumstance as something that is inherent. They will make up a story that there's something inherently wrong with them. So it may sound like, oh, I'm never gonna be able to get the clients because I don't have what it takes. Or I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. Who do I think I am? Right? All these stories that are that come out of this feeling that there is something inherently wrong with who we are as people, who we are as humans, that we're somehow defective and we're not enough. 80% of women will go to that kind of shame-based meaning making when things don't turn out the way that they hope for. In contrast, most men, when they're faced with a situation where they don't get what they want or the results aren't what they hope for, will look outside of themselves. They'll look at the circumstances. Maybe it just wasn't the right time, or maybe my message just wasn't clear enough. They don't go into this place of shame-based meaning, of meaning making, shame-based meaning making about who they are. And so that's why it's so important for us as women to recognize that, to really get clear that when things don't work out the way that we hope they would, that we have this tendency to make it mean that there is something inherently wrong. And if we believe that there's something inherently wrong with us, that there's something inherently wrong with who we are, how difficult is that for us to then show up again, right? How difficult is it for us to attempt another, point of vulnerability, another way, another opportunity for us to show up and be visible, right? We're going to resist that because we have this very deep sense that somehow there's something wrong with who we are. So that's what's called a fixed mindset. It's staying in this place of, this is who I am. This is all that I can contribute. I'm not enough. I'm not worthy. Versus, how can you shift into what's called a growth mindset, where you start to look and get curious about what are the circumstances or the resources or the skills or the people that you need to support you to be successful. So you start to look outside of yourself. You start to take the focus away from you not being enough to getting curious about what in the circumstances can you influence. So just kind of like a scientist, and looking at the evidence, you're starting to look at, well, maybe I just wasn't clear on my message. And you can ask people, hey, how did that land for you? What did you get out of that? And let me know, like, give me some feedback, right? We open ourselves up to feedback and to listening and being in this growth mindset that says, oh, I'm just going to stay curious to how can I shift this so that the next time I go out there and try it, I can do it differently, and without going into this place of shame, without going into this place of not being enough. It's such an important distinction, because when we stay in that place of this fixed mindset where we're not enough, we take ourselves out of the game. We don't show up because we inherently feel there's something wrong with us. I really want to hear from you if this is something that resonates for you. And so the opportunity here, the shift here, is to step into this growth mindset. And the most powerful way to do that is to just get curious. I wonder what I could have done that might have, made a difference. I wonder who I can ask for help that's going to support me to, better refine my offers. I wonder what skill I might need to develop that's going to support me to do this, better next time, or to get a different result, right? You're taking it away from who you are as a person, and you're focusing it on the skills, the resources that you can develop without any sense of shame, without any belief that to do that is somehow an indication that you are defective or deficient or not worthy, right? So I really just wanted to make that distinction because it's just such a common belief that we hold as women. And it's time that we let that go. It's time that we step into this place of power, knowing that we are inherently worthy, we are inherently deserving, we are inherently capable. And there's no shame in asking for support. There's no shame in asking for resources. There's no shame in reaching out, because we all need that. And so I just want to know from you, does this resonate? I'd love to know if there's any, shifts that happened in this conversation. Let me know in the comments below, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Have a great day.